Hi everybody, this is lesson 1 in unit 0, Smart Start. In this unit, we will learn everything we need to be successful in Algebra 1. It's a basic review of skills. So the first lesson is on integer rules, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing integers. Integers include positive and negative numbers. To add positive and negative numbers with the same sign, we simply add them and carry the sign over. If they have a different sign, we take the number that is larger, its absolute value, and we subtract the smaller number, and then we put the sign of the larger number. We'll talk more about this in just a minute. For subtraction, I always like to change all my subtractions to additions. So what we would do then is we would take the negative sign here, the subtraction sign, and we will go ahead and we would change it to a positive, and then we would change the sign of the positive 4 to a negative 4. That way, we will be able to add, and we would simply go back and follow the rules for adding things with unlike signs. Multiplying and dividing are pretty simple because they both follow the same rule. If they're the same sign, the answer is always positive. If they're a different sign, the answer is always negative. So that really makes it pretty direct for you to work through those kind of questions. So we're going to move on to our next slide, and we're going to look at the notes. Now, these notes here are the exact same as the graphic organizer. They basically explain it, but in words, like I just did verbally. So if you're looking at the anchor chart, we're going to call this as well. If you're looking at this and you're not quite sure, you can actually read the words next to it to have more understanding. So if you look here, you'll see that this is a number line, and we need to know that we can always think back to the number line to reference uh, and understand what the process is as we're using addition and subtraction with different integers. So remembering the origin is always at 0. To the right of the origin would be our positive integers, and to the left of the origin would be our negative integers. Now, we talked a minute ago about absolute value. Again, starting at our origin, the absolute value is how many units the number is from the origin. So if the number is 5 and we want to know its absolute value, we count how many units it is. Well, it's simply 5. With a negative integer, we put it in the absolute value sign, and then we count again the intervals between or units between. The absolute value of -3 is just 3. So the absolute value of any negative number would just be its inverse, and the absolute value of any positive number, of course, would just be itself. So those are two quick reminders as we move through this lesson. Remembering, we want to make sure that we remember that a negative times a negative is always a positive. So if we're looking here, when we have a negative here, outside a parenthesis sign, it actually is a negative times a negative, which makes this a positive. We're going to learn more about that when we talk about invisible math in a couple lessons. So now we're going to move on to a little bit of practice. And what I want you to do is notice. Notice is our key phrase for Algebra 1. So every lesson I'm going to ask you, what do you notice? What do you see? Patterns, similarities, differences. Once you identify those, it's very easy for you to go ahead and figure out the procedure for solving. So we're going to solve a couple of these together. The first one I'm going to circle, and I'm going to go through the I notices. What are the signs? So if we look, we have a positive 15 and a negative 8. Okay, what is the operation? The operation is addition. So I come here, I'm adding, and they have different signs. So I'm going to follow this path. If they have different signs, you're going to subtract and take the sign of the largest absolute value. So I'm going to go ahead and take 15, which has the largest absolute value, subtract 8, which is 7, And then I'm going to keep the sign of the largest absolute value, which is positive. Okay, going ahead, we're going to do another one similar to that. We have minus 6, or negative 6, excuse me, plus 1. So we're going to go ahead and say, what are the signs? We have a negative and a positive. And then we also want to know what the operation is, which is addition. So different signs addition. Absolute value of the greater number is 6. 6 take away 1 is 5. And then we want to go ahead and put the sign of the larger number, which is a negative. Okay. Going on, let's look at a subtraction problem. Now, if you remember, I said I really don't like subtraction as much, so I'm going to make this an addition, and then I'm going to make this a negative 18 instead of a positive 18. So then I have 18 minus 9 is 9, and I want to put the sign of the larger number, which is negative. Okay, going ahead, let's do another one of those. Let's take this one here. We've got a negative 7 minus 11. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a plus. And instead of adding a positive, of course, I'm going to change the sign here to a negative as well. So now I have negative 7 plus 11, plus negative 11. So I'm going to go ahead and add them, which is negative 18. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the sign because they are both the same sign. Last one I'm going to do with you is going to be this one here. It's a division problem, so I want you to notice first, what are the signs? Well, we have a positive 12 and we have a negative 4. So the signs are different. So we know if the signs are different with multiplication or division, the answer is always negative. Then I simply go back and do the division, and I get a 3. So what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to finish up these guided practice, and we'll be around to check you to make sure that you're understanding, and then you're going to move on to the next steps. Thank you so much.